if you want to lose weight, if you want to be serious, if you want to get down the road, stop doing the workaround. The workaround is killing you. And I would just ask yourself, is this real? I saw one of our coaches put, real food doesn't have ingredients. It is an ingredient.
I'm Cristy Code Red, and you're listening to Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle, where we believe food holds the power to heal or poison, and we believe our society has been misled regarding proper nutrition and weight loss. You're in the right place if you're looking for some straight up truth, because I'm here to shed light on the lies and brainwashing that has taken place over the past 5 decades. Thanks so much for listening.
Welcome back to Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. I am your host, Cristy Code Red, author, entrepreneur, retired professional boxer. Great to have you here with me. And of course, we're joined by second in charge, COO of Code Red, Cari Thompson. Cari, thank you for doing this with me.
Hello. Thank you for having me. I am really excited about this topic because I'm passionate about this one. Let me tell you.
Well, I am too, because I'm salivating just thinking about it. But first, let me read a quick review. This is from One Strong Nurse. She gave this 5 stars. She said, pick your heart at the top. I found Cristy by accident on the internet. I was sick of low energy and feeling fat. I have done a lot of exercise and diet programs, which wasted my time and money. I found the Code Red Challenge and life has never been the same. Then by pure accident, I found Cristy's podcast. So she goes with me wherever I go. Cristy is blunt, to the point. She may offend some people, but who cares? I have been looking for truth and people talking like this, and finally, someone has. Thank you, Cristy. Wow. One Strong Nurse. I love that.
Did she say you may offend most people or some people? I'm just...
Probably most. Probably. You're the one that has to field customer service complaints.
I don't mind it. I'm being funny because I'm laughing because it's like,
Yeah.
Oh my.
Thank you so much for your ratings and reviews. That does not go unnoticed. We read every single one of them. Thank you. Because of you, we are ranked really high in the top 250 of all podcasts in the entire United States. And that's almost 900,000 podcasts. So thank you.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Almost 1 million podcasts.
Yeah.
And you're
We're
number
250. Exactly. So it's pretty amazing.
Holy cow.
We are talking today about the workaround is never worth it. The workaround. And it's something that Cari and I have, we have tens of thousands of people that have come through our challenge and thousands of custom programs that we've written for people all over the world. And so we have had a lot of clients come through. And now, boy, we just laugh. The workaround, people try to find the workaround and it's never worth it.
So at the time of this recording, I have been with Cristy 3 years in a week, I believe. Yes, in about a week.
Really?
Yeah, because I saw my memories on Facebook, and it was like it was like this day, and it was like starting. Remember how I came on part time, and then I went to full time. So came on part time 3 years ago in just a week, and I know. And so in the last 3 years, I have seen some very creative and phenomenal workarounds. But let me just tell you something. Let me define the workaround for you. And let me tell you that this is not isolated to our industry. I have seen this in nursing. I have seen this as a nursing instructor and a nursing professor. I saw workarounds all the time with nurses trying to kind of go the back door and around, and then students, and then why can't we just, and then guys, there's a right way to do things. And the same is true in with Code Red. And so I would say, Cristy, I'm trying to think of how I would define. I would say the workaround.
Well, I'm here to tell you right now, we're using it in a negative term.
Yes, we're not using it in, you have the well, I mean, it could be used like you have the coworker that's difficult, so you just kind of bypass them and talk to Sally instead of Bobby.
Well,
that's
we're just not saying here's a shortcut to make life easier. No, we are saying this in a negative light.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying. So the workaround in this situation would be defined as people who try to find options. Yes. And cut corners, getting what they want. to getting what they want.
And they bypass the rules.
I've never seen a thing like this. When I started working for Cristy, again, I mean, I've walked in blood and open hearts and all this crazy stuff in the ICU and cracked chests and people, you know, that hit blood, just crazy stuff. I've seen some crazy stuff, y'all. And I've never seen anything like the creative workarounds that people that are heavy that try to come up with. Now, you guys, I can say that because I was fat. So I can say the heavy person comment. But I get it because they're addicted, Cristy. Mm-hmm. They're addicted. So we understand where the workaround comes from. We understand. Do we think that you're not smart people? No. Do we think that you don't get it? No. But y'all, you cannot have your cake and eat it too. Sorry, we don't eat cake on Code Red, but you can't have your cake and eat it too. And that is where the workaround is born. It was born with Ansel Keys, Cristy, way back in the day when people started substituting flavor and putting in sugar and taking out fat. That's where the ultimate workaround started. Do you think I'm wrong?
Well, no, I would look at it a little different, I guess. Oh, okay. I look at the workaround as somebody, I mean, now I'm an extreme person, so I go all the way to the extreme side. When I see somebody trying to do the workaround, automatically, that just tells me they're not ready. They don't want to do the work. So they're trying to shortcut it. They're trying to find a way to have keto snacks, and I'm putting quotes with my fingers, and still have their sweet fix. They don't want to eliminate sweets from their diet, kind of a thing. It just tells me they're not ready. Do you kind of see it that way?
And I think it is propelled by the industry. Because here's the question. Does the industry follow the consumers, or do the consumers follow the industry? Oh, that's a whole nother podcast. Somebody write that down. Yeah, I know. Because I think what I was saying about Ansel Keys is, so Ansel Keys, demonized fat, guys, inappropriately with a cherry pick study. You guys all know this. This is old low carb news. And so we made fat the enemy. So instead of having a cookie that grandma made, you had to get a prepackaged snack that had no fat, but was loaded with sugar and carbs. That was a workaround. That was the workaround. So the ultimate workaround started when we started doing breakfast cereals and we started taking the fat out of everything because everybody was so scared of fat. And so they've made the workaround. Well, now it's shifted. We know that fat's not the enemy, and it's shifted to this growing keto world. Okay. And what's happened is people doing Code Red sometimes don't understand that we do use ketosis, those principles, but we're not traditional keto. So they kind of get in there and they kind of get their fingers in the keto world is what happens. And that is when the workaround starts with foods. Although we've seen the workaround with water, we've seen the workaround with, you name it. My scale broke. My Lord, we've seen the workarounds.
Yeah. Cari and I have been to a few conferences together, and we have seen, and the keto world, I'm thankful, and I'm also a little bit like skeptical, because I'm thankful because the keto industries have answered the call of the people who have asked for sugar-free items. So what they're doing is they're making sugar-free items. They're making items that don't spike insulin. However, they are still full of chemicals. They are still full of preservatives. They are still snacking, their snacks. And so the keto, industry is all too happy to answer the call of the people to produce these items, but you still have people that are heavy walking around keto conferences because they are eating all these snacks. And so that is 100% the workaround. So I'm almost afraid to suggest my rebels go to these keto conferences, because I don't want them to think that all these keto snacks and keto bread and keto brownies and keto chocolate chip cookies and keto Cheetos, like, that's still not good for you.
I would say a time when those things are fine is if you're trying to transition your kids. I think it's probably fine to have those things.
Yes.
But guys, if you're doing Code Red, just stop with the workaround. Just stop with the workaround. When Cristy and I were at many keto conferences, like Cristy said, they have they had keto cookie dough. I can't think of anything that is further from keto, from what we believe in Code Red, than cookie dough. but they had a form of it. And it was full of chemicals to taste like this. And again, does the consumer follow the industry, or does the industry follow the consumer? I don't know, but they're trying to give people what they want, because people don't want to face their addictions, Cristy. They don't want to face their addictions. If they can have keto cookie dough and still kind of lose some weight and kind of half ASS it, you know what I mean? They think they can get away with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And the fact that keto, we do want to make sure that we tell you guys, keto is saving lives, because we're mitigating those high levels of sugar. So the good thing about the keto snacks that you see at these conferences and on the grocery store shelves is that it is not spiking insulin. And so that's good. Because insulin drives disease, insulin drives obesity, insulin drives high levels of insulin, drives all that stuff. That is the main reason here for metabolic syndrome. And so getting those high levels of insulin down is job one. But people really take it too far. We notice that they do. And people take it too far with water. I love when you mention water. So people say, oh, can I have Perrier instead? Well, if I let them have Perrier, then they say, oh, I can have Zevia. Well, it's okay if I can replace my water with a Diet Coke, because it's fluid too. Well, it's all right if I replace it with a gin tonic. Well, wait a minute, because I'm just getting fluids. Talk about the workaround is a flavored water or Kool-Aid or things like that.
Crystal Light all day long. Then all they're doing is Crystal Light, and they're never drinking real water. Y'all may listen to our program and think that Cristy and I are mean, but the reason we draw these hard lines is because it breaks your addiction, and it also gets you the fastest on the right path, the fastest. Cristy, if you wake up in the morning and you brew yourself a cup of coffee, completely legal on Code Red, and you open up a bag of keto Cheetos and you eat those all day, you have not had any real food.
Yep.
All you've had is chemicals. So there's gotta be a point where you stop and say, whoa, okay, just because it's available doesn't mean I need to eat it. I need to eat real food. Code Red is built on eat real food, drink your water, and sleep. So we want you to eat asparagus. We want you to have ribeye steak. We want you to have hard-boiled eggs. We want you to have green beans with butter. And that's where the workaround. And I don't understand why those things aren't good enough. But again, I think it's an addiction thing. I really do.
I think you hit the nail on the head, because when they're having the keto the keto cookie dough, it still does not. Why are you even craving it? It's not getting to the root of the problem, and that's the thing about a lot of these shakes, pills, diet foods companies, is they don't get to the root of the problem. They mask the problem. They just help you with the surface thing, but they're not getting to the actual root cause. And that's one of the great things about Code Red, because we take you down to the bare bones. We take you down to real food, water, and sleep, and we eliminate all the other crap. You can root out the problem, and you can get to the bottom of the problem. But if you're still having your keto no sugar Cheetos, but that you're trading one bad habit for the other. You're not getting down to the problem.
You're not eating real food. Now, again, there are companies out there that are doing it right, Cristy, that are just putting 2 or 3 ingredients in a product. And I would love to support some of that if people would not go crazy on it. You know what I mean? Like, there are some great products that literally are made out of cauliflower and water and egg. Like, they're amazing products, and salt. Like, that's fine. But the problem is that if we just have to be cautious, because people take that and say, well, if I can have that, then I can have pizza from Domino's. No, you can't have pizza from Domino's. It's not.
They take it too far.
They take it too far. There's no control, because the junk food is addictive. Guys, it's engineered to be addictive. So I have to tell you my ultimate workaround story. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is what inspired me. So we have in our family we don't watch a lot of TV. But we've been trying to find things that we can watch with our daughter, like to have some family time. We play games, all that kind of stuff. But it is fun to watch, a half hour of TV in the evenings, hour maybe. We don't do a lot. So we went through Harry Potter. We did that. That was fun. And then we did Lego Masters. By the way, that was fun. And then we got to My Strange Addiction, which is hilarious, because the entire time my husband says, this can't be real. This can't be real. And our 10-year-old daughter laughs the entire time, because he's saying that can't be real. So people eating plastic, people that are married to their baby dolls, whatever. It goes on and on. Okay. So the last one we watched, these are strange addictions. The last one we watched was about a man who wanted to be a Ken doll. Okay. And he had, obviously, these people have some very serious issues. And he had, I don't know, like $500,000 worth of plastic surgery to look like a Ken doll. But this is what made me upset, Cristy. He had ab implants and he had bicep implants put in. And so of course, this is funny. It didn't bother me that he had his lips and his chin and fake hair and all that. It bothered me that he had the fake muscles. And I kept saying, we're all snuggled in bed together. And I'm like, he didn't work for those muscles. He didn't work for those muscles. He didn't work for those muscles. And it made me mad because, Cristy, as you know, for the last 2 years, I've been busting my butt in the gym, because part of my health journey was deciding to get into shape. And Cristy encouraged me after I had lost the weight. And I've been working hard, like going every day, going hard. And I've made some great changes, but I have sweat to get those muscles, and I have ached to get those muscles, and I've busted my hiney. And I said, it's the ultimate workaround. Cristy,
that was the ultimate workaround.
He had 6 packs put in. Oh. I was like, so all he has to do is keep his body fat down to have biceps. And I was like, that is not fair. Like, I wasn't even mad about any other weirdo stuff. I was so mad about the fake muscles. And that inspired me to talk to you about this today, because it made me, I felt so righteously indignant. Now, he's got some problems. I recognize all of that. But I was like, I've killed for my muscles. It is not fair that he can have them with a surgery. That is the ultimate workaround. People don't want to put in the work.
They don't want to put in the work.
And that's the bottom line. Cristy, I want those CrossFit chick legs. And she's like, you can get them. You just got to put in the work. And I'm like, you're right. So it is true with eating and weight loss, guys. If you're trying to find a substitute for a fettuccine Alfredo, and you get some kind of mushroom noodle that has plastics almost in it, and it's made up and it has nothing in it, it's light as air. There's a product that Cristy and I, some of our rebels use sometimes, and it has like 0 calories, 0 nothing. I always tell Cristy, well, then what is it made of? It's made of chemicals.
Yeah.
It's just chemicals. But anyway, if you're trying to find the workaround for your fettuccine Alfredo, you've missed the point.
Yes, you've
missed the point of bacon and eggs and cauliflower and broccoli and salad and yummy rotisserie chicken. You've missed the point. That's why we don't like the workaround.
And on our 10-pound takedown challenge, we give you a list of foods to eat and foods to avoid. And I'll be darned, it's always the people that post a million products, and they're all fake products. And they say, can we have this? Can we have that? Well, can I have that? No, you take zucchini and you spiralize it. And that's what you can have for noodles, not those plastic noodle-oodles made from the tears of Tibetan monks. We don't, no, that's fake food. They spiralize your zucchini, but it's the people that all the time, can I have this? Can I have that? Can I have this? Can I have that? No, stick with the list. They're always trying to take the list and then bastardize it. And then they wonder why they're not losing any weight.
Well, can I take this and then combine it with 4 cups of Splenda and then broil it so it's sort of like a cake? No, or this keto ice cream kills me, Cristy.
Oh my gosh.
People that are making this ice cream at home. And again, we don't believe that you can't have these things. We're just saying, if you want to lose weight, if you want to be serious, if you want to get down the road, stop doing the workaround. The workaround is killing you. And I would just ask yourself, is this real? I saw one of our coaches put, real food doesn't have ingredients. It is an ingredient.
Yeah.
I love that. Real food doesn't have ingredients.
Yeah.
If it doesn't have a label, that's what you need to be eating. You need to be eating. Most of your meals now do not have a label on them.
People ask me to teach them how to read a food label. And they said, Cristy, would you please teach us how to read food labels? And I'm like, no, because you don't really need to be eating anything with a food label, with the exception of just a couple of very, very rare exceptions. Stay on the outer aisle. I'd say on the outer perimeter of the supermarket, and don't eat crap that comes in a can or a box. And so I refuse to teach people how to work to read a food label. I mean, I can't even pronounce those words. Do you think that crap is good for you? It is absolutely the workaround. And you got to get this in your head. If you find yourself always trying to do the workaround, you ain't ready.
Yes. In weight loss mode, if you find yourself walking down the candy aisle looking for sugar-free candies, no. No. If you find yourself walking down the baking aisle trying to find, and I'm talking about in weight loss mode, guys, I don't want to get nasty emails about this. I'm talking about in weight loss mode. I'm not talking about your kids. I'm talking about you, Sally, that wants to lose 50 pounds. That's who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Cari at 250. That's who I'm talking to right now. You don't need to be walking down the baking aisle looking for some kind of magic flour that's going to make you be able to still have a muffin. No, just no. No. And people get so mad. The other day on Christy's Instagram, can we have cherries? Or was it one of our live? Yeah. I can't remember. Can we have cherries? Yeah. No, yes, we love cherries, not in weight loss mode because of the glycemic index, guys. But we're not talking about that these are bad foods. We're talking about it's just always trying to push it. Well, if a strawberry is okay, is 2 cups of strawberries okay?
Right.
Well, that's a lot of strawberries, Mrs. Jones.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, one thing that happens to me, and I am in maintenance and I have been here for a while, is that it triggers me to want it more. And that's something that's not, once you realize now our mom doesn't get triggered. She just doesn't have the same kind of outlook on food. Cari and I inherited this very, very controlling, weird addictive behavior when it comes to food from my dad's side of the family, and every person in my dad's side, they battle with this same exact thing that Cari and I battle with. And so what I notice is if I have a sugar-free ice cream that has no sugar, no carbs, I don't know what the heck it triggers me to want, then now I want to reach for the bag of peanut M&Ms, which there is no keto substitute for that. And it triggers me to want to go down that path. And so I just do best when I'm just stay away from it completely.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, once you're done losing weight, if you want to have a planned indulgence, that's a different thing. Oh, the other thing that kills me, Cristy, is fat bombs. Have you seen people?
Oh my gosh. Fat bombs.
Stop, guys. You cannot have keto cheesecake. Just stop.
Just stop.
Just stop. Just eat your food, lose your weight, and then we will teach you how to live this life to where you can have a bite or two of cheesecake if you really want it at some point, to where you can have a string cheese if you want it at some point. But let's just stop going around this mountain. Let's stop trying to do the workarounds. Let's get you to your goal weight. And then let's go on from there. It's not hard. Am I saying you're never going to have a piece of bread ever? No, I'm saying that let's just get in weight loss mode. Those of you that are in weight loss mode that are listening to me, let's just stop with the workarounds and get it done. Let's just get it done. Cristy, I laugh because, and again, if you are vegan or vegetarian and watching this, I am not knocking on you at all. Your lifestyle is fine. You can do what you want. But have you ever noticed that the vegans and the vegetarians come up with all these crazy chemical-laden products that look like meat? Well, then just eat meat. Why do you want tofu bacon? Just eat meat. I don't know. Yeah. It's the same idea, guys. In our society, we are so accustomed to getting what we want, getting it now, and no one tells us no. Heaven forbid somebody tells you no. That's why people are just so upset about, well, they told me no. I'm telling you, no, we don't do pasta on this plan. Okay, well then I'm going to do this and come up with this and find this thing online and it's got this and then I can have it. We don't want to be told no. I don't like being told no, Cristy, but no. We're telling you no. We know we're talking about. Nobody likes to be told no. I have a family member. After this podcast, I'll tell you who it was. Cristy. They don't listen to the podcast. They tried Code Red. They did great on Code Red. They gave up because they want to have their cake and eat it too. They went to a program that now I see them posting pictures online of having this and having that. Again, we don't think these foods are bad, just not in weight loss mode. And they did 2 months worth of work and lost 10 pounds and they were so proud of it. They put it up online, look at my before and after pictures. And I was like, you could have had almost all your weight gone by now. If you just would have said, it's okay for me to say for now, I'm not going to eat these things. I'm not going to do the workaround. And Cristy, I know I'm talking a lot, but I have to say exercise is the workaround for a lot of people. Have you noticed that?
Oh, they use it as a way to purge.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I do this, so I should be allowed this. Yep. Or I do this, I should be allowed this. And I have seen people, we will give you with a custom program, a calorie range. I'm going to make this up. 1,000 calories. I'm just making that up. That is not anybody. Don't be going and doing that. And then they'll say, well, if Cari and Cristy said 1,000, I'm going to eat 500. That's a workaround to see if they can lose the weight faster.
Right.
So it's all the same concept. We don't want to be told no, and we don't want to have to wait for things.
Well, vegans and vegetarians, they're the best at the workaround because they've had to be. I mean, you eliminate animal products from your diet, which don't get me started. Cari's much nicer than I would have been. I don't believe in the vegan and vegetarian lifestyle. And by the way, I was vegan for an entire year. It felt like crap. And I lost a big fight at Madison Square Garden because of it. So whatever. But and I know that family member you're talking about, and it's like, I mean, my heart hurts for her because I think it's the one I'm thinking of because I thought, are you kidding me? Like, I could have had 3 times, 4 times the weight off of you if you would have just get to the root of your problem and stop trying to have your cake and eat it too. That's basically the bottom line.
Is it going to suck for a while? Yeah. But guess what?
I don't think so. I don't think it's going to suck. When you're having bacon and eggs and steak and asparagus, it doesn't suck. And that's the thing. Can you have big buckets of Costco-sized peanut M&Ms that ziplock at the top? No. But you're not going to have to ask for the seatbelt extender. I just don't see it. People like CrossFit chicks, they're like, well, I'm not as strong because while I'm in the weight loss mode. Oh, so you're not pulling a 305 deadlift, but you ain't having to ask for the seatbelt extender. It's just so funny to me. When people are ready, then they won't do the workaround. But I can always tell when someone's not ready because, man, they always try to skirt the rules.
Cristy, it's tempting to me, even though I've been in maintenance a while, it is tempting to me. This has been a while ago. I'm going to go ahead and admit this on the airwaves here. I went and got some kind of a keto cookie. I can't remember what it was. I was wanting cookies. I don't know why I just didn't get a regular cookie and eat it. One cookie and eat it. That would have been the end of it. Okay. But no, I go get a pack of keto cookies, whatever. I ate all of them at once.
That's the thing.
And I just wanted, if I would have made a batch of cookies, taken 1 or 2 and given the rest to my neighbor, eat my 1 or 2, I would have been fine. But instead of me just addressing my issue and being okay with it and admitting that I was wanting this one thing which is perfectly fine for me to have in maintenance mode every once in a while, instead I ate through a whole thing of keto cookies. I can't even tell you how many hundreds of calories I ate just by doing that crap. There was no reason for it. And when I was done, my tummy hurt because of the chemicals. It's been about 6 months ago. It didn't even feel good. I was like, why did I do that? I should have just made a batch of cookies and again, taken all of them to the neighbor, eaten my 1 or 2 and been done with it. I would have saved myself so much heartache. It's the same idea, guys. When you're in weight loss mode, just be serious about losing weight. Just get it done. Don't be searching up keto cereal. Don't be searching up. Just eat real food, drink your water, and stop going around this mountain. Just stop. We want that for you.
You need to remember that those keto, they might not be high in sugar. They might be low in sugar, but they're still full of chemicals. And ultimately our bodies were never meant to process that. The proper human diet is meat and vegetables, mostly meat. And so if you look at our heritage through a millennia, we never ate that kind of stuff. So your body can't process the chemicals. So really you eating all those chemical workaround foods is just not good for you. And it's not long-term sustainable. So
it's just not even really that different than what you were doing before.
Exactly. Especially when you're out of the volume.
I do want to say that there are companies, Cristy, that are trying to do it right. So please, like your Chomps, there are that are doing great grass-fed, finished, people that are trying to make cauliflower products that are very clean. So please do not think that I'm lumping everybody together. There are companies that are doing the right thing.
Right. They are.
I don't think it's keto cookie dough. That's all I'm saying.
That would trigger me so bad, sis.
You might as well just take me to the store and just get me a whole roll of whatever Pillsbury cookie dough and just let me sit down and eat it. I mean, that's what it does for me. But maybe you all don't have the hangups that I have.
Yeah, well, Cari and I certainly have. I've still battled my hangups. So, sometimes it's, you guys, we are, let's wind this up. We hope that you guys enjoyed the what did I call it? As the workarounds are never worth it. 10poundtakedown.com is where you can go to join the next challenge. We hope to see you there. We have one every month. That's the best way to get started for only $47 on Code Red, and dip your toe into the lifestyle and see if it's for you. So we enjoyed being with you guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you, Cari.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. If you're not subscribed already, please be sure to do that right now. And if you enjoyed this episode, I would love it if you could do me a quick favor and rate and review this podcast. That would be just so helpful. Speaking of help, let me know if I can help you. Go to coderedlifestyle.com, check out my programs, and see what we can do for you. Until next time, Rebel on.